Hello, you beautiful people, and welcome to another round of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Main focus is gonna be the DLC Death and Brushes, which is, we are back in the Drosky area, which is kinda nice. And if we take a look to the map, we have a couple of quests which we might do. So let's see what, well, directly so to say, real quests are these, but we still have a few bits and pieces here to do. The DLC is starting there, and that is actually where we are going to begin today. Let us actually, on the other end, see if these tipsters are going to give us... Okay. That is something we can still do another time, right? Wait, that's tipster, point of interest, and quest tipster. Anyways, we focus, man, focus. That's where maybe World of Warcraft ruined me with the exclamation mark, which is not the... It's a tipster in this game, not a indicator that it is actually some NPC giving me a quest. But it is what it is. There are still 2 or 3 quests here available, which we could do, right? I'm not saying that we are going to do all of them quests. But wait to tick. If this tipster is around.
Whoa. Just a little longer.
Ah, yes, and I... Sorry, I stole... Well, not stole. I took a bit of honey since the siege...
What are you doing here?
I'd like to talk since the siege...
Greetings. What do you want?
This place used to be a quarry.
No, it was the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Of course it was a bloody quarry. This is where the stone for the entire castle was mined. Once the castle was completed, the mining stopped. But that was a long time ago. There's nothing left of those days. Just that old loony who keeps getting in our way.
When did they start building Trosky?
Oh, I was but a babe when they started building the castle. The land still belonged to Sir Vincent of Wartenberg.
What loony were you talking about?
Well, I heard he was a stonemason at the quarry. The rumour around the village is he and his friends saved their pay for God knows what, but something went wrong. The one who knew where the coin was hidden fell off the top of the quarry and was dead on the spot. Since then, the other fella's been sleeping in a nearby dilapidated shack and coming here every day to look for the silver. He's gone completely insane. Batty old fool. You can't even reason with him.
I'm Henry. Who are you?
What's it to you who I am?
I was just interested to know.
Look here, Henry. Did you come to shoot?
Actually, why not? I'd like to do some shooting.
All right then. That's different. In that case, I'm glad to see you here, my friend.
Are you really not going to tell me anything about yourself?
And why the hell should I? If you want to shoot, fine. If not, then fuck off. That's all we need. Fellas wandering around Lord von Berghaus' quarry. Farewell.
Farewell. That should be the way, right? Yes, a little bit of a course correction. That should be the way, right? Yeah, we are on track.
Whoa!
Okay,
whoa.
then we will, after only 5 minutes, we are gonna head into the DLC, right? Hello, boy. Let's start.
Tried everything, you know. It's hopeless. For God's sake, can't you be quiet even for a moment? I never gave up. I just wanted to get out of here. Don't you play games with me. You can count yourself lucky I'm tied up. What a stroke of luck. You turned up just at the right moment, lad.
What are you doing here?
Well, nothing much. I was standing around when someone decided to tie a tree to me. It's awful. Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever?
Would you be so kind?
Sure. Why not?
It's lucky you happened to pass by when you did, lad. I hate to think what beasts might be lurking in that forest. I'm, watching your back, friend. You can count on that. Man against wild beast. That would be painting. Stand there.
Some refreshments for mud, right? For as long as it holds. Oh, the castle in the background is cool, man. Okay, good. Buddy? Buddy?
Here you go. Take it.
Oh. I gave him the wrong thingy, but anyways, it is what it is.
Untie me now, please.
Okay, boy. Let's then...
It's not easy to talk with my hands bound. Could you please untie me? Oh, thank you, lad. I'd like to embrace you now that I finally can.
That's all right.
What do they call you?
Henry of Scales. And you are...
Magister Voiticus ex Aridus. A pleasure to meet you, Henry.
You've got a pretty strange name, I'll tell you that.
It's Latin, but you can call me Voiter if you like. It's not really my name, but what does it matter?
What were you doing with that skull? Was it my imagination, or were you talking to it?
Well, sometimes I just do that to sort out my thoughts. Better than talking to myself, don't you think?
There might be something to that. Just recently, I was talking to a ram.
I hope you were only talking.
Where did you actually get that skull?
Let's say it's my personal muse. It notices things I can't see and tells me about them so I can paint them. I'm a painter, you see? And apart from a few unpleasant moments lately, I spend most of my time over there at the castle.
And you were looking for inspiration by the tree, or what?
Of course not. I ended up there partly because of my own curiosity, and partly, because of the rash nature of others.
Do you always talk this vaguely?
Only when I'm trying to look imposing. You know, with my hands tied behind my back, I didn't make the best first impression, and I'd like to make up for it.
Believe it or not, I've had even stranger encounters.
Really? Then you have to tell me about them, but preferably another time and place.
So what is your name then? Voita, or that Voity something?
Well, that depends on who I'm talking to and where. But for you, I'm simply Voita. Nothing else is worth mentioning, or appropriate to say.
All right. So what exactly happened to you? And try to make it clear.
They nearly shot me, then beat me up, and finally tied me to a tree. That's what happened.
You know what? Tell me the whole story nicely from the beginning.
Actually, this whole day got off to a bad start. I went for a walk to Slatigo. The scenery there is lovely, and I needed to clear my head a bit. But imagine, an arrow almost hit me. These two fellows had set up an archery range among the trees, but they somehow failed to notice they were next to the road. By way of apology, they invited me over, gave me a bit of wine to calm my nerves, and one of them offered to play dice. But he seemed to win suspiciously often, if you get what I mean.
He was a cheat, eh?
Mm-hmm. I noticed he was secretly turning the dice, and naturally, I got angry. But instead of apologizing, he started shouting at me, and his mate whacked me over the head with a stick. And then I woke up here.
Where exactly did all this happen?
Like I said, at the crossroads north of Slatigo. Those two had set up camp among the trees, right next to the path.
Well, you're pretty lucky you survived at all.
Luck had nothing to do with it. It's all thanks to you, my friend.
Don't mention it. I was happy to help you.
Really? Then maybe you could help me one more time. It certainly wouldn't be for free.
And what exactly am I supposed to help you with?
Leaving me here for the wolves apparently wasn't enough for those two. They robbed me as well. Just look around.
Can you even tell if something's missing in this mess?
Yes, my dice, and especially my set of brushes. I could live without the dice, but I can't paint with chicken feathers.
All right. I'll make damn sure those two give everything back.
Thank you so much. But if I may ask, try to persuade them by words, not by the sword.
Don't worry. I'm no bandit or a killer.
Then I was damned lucky that it was you who turned up. There are plenty of killers around these parts.
All right, then. I'll go and look around for your thieves.
Thank you. I'll head back to the castle for now and think of a way to repay you for all of this. You'll find me in the loft, in the tower called the Crone. But first, I'll tidy up here a bit, and most importantly, finally have a sit-down. You know, I was standing tied to that tree for quite a while, and these legs of mine aren't the youngest anymore.
Get the painter's set of brushes, obtain the painter's dice. Will do. Alright, nice. Now, that then is actually kinda convenient. That's optional. Okay. Alright. And then we are gonna talk here to the scribe and stuff, and then we see how it unfolds. I think it was a scribe, not sure. And yeah, maybe I should do that.
There. It looks better already.
Why is this sticky? The Lord be with you. What do you need?
The humans won't be coming back here. Don't worry.
Good. Peace at last. Until you get into trouble again, that is.
What's the latest news, innkeeper?
Siegfried, the herdsboy, dropped by. He was moaning about wolves killing his sheep. Poor fella. He has it tough. And do you remember how I told you about that Divizenka of Samin?
Yes. The dead one from the rocks. I remember.
Now they're claiming they've heard a leshy around here.
And what is that?
It's a kind of forest man. You can recognize them by their eerie calls. But don't even think about answering. Otherwise, they'll jump on your back and won't let you go until you drop dead from exhaustion. Sometimes they also kidnap young girls. Simply put, it's a bastard from hell.
How can I protect myself?
Like I said, never answer their calls. Apart from that, it also helps to put on different shoes or carry a piece of bread.
Where did they see him?
Well, they didn't actually see him, they just heard him. By the Nabokov pond. One fella goes fishing on the other side. He said he heard him. He ran like a bat out of hell.
What else is new around here?
And that's about it, I'd say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper.
Okay. That was that. Good. Oh, there you are. Alright, and now... Oh, okay. There's a point of interest tipster, which we theoretically, I'm sorry, do not need to speak to, because we have everything already marked on the map. Oh, I remember doing a quest for him.
You were in Semin with von Burgo's soldiers. My only daughter. You murderer!
I'm sorry.
Sorry! How can you even stand before me?
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I was just visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
I've seen those. You talk like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. And then there's this gang of bandits giving me trouble. Their leader is some fella called Kanka. I hear they're robbing all along the road from here to Nabokov Mill. Someone says they have a camp in the Troskovitz Gorge. I'd like to take him out myself, but it's rough terrain and I don't want to risk it. And that's about it.
That sounds interesting. Thank you. What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I was just visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
I've seen those. You talk like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. And that's about it.
That sounds interesting. Thank you.
Okay, good. At least we are unchecking marks on the map, and that in the end was not that much of a detour, right? It is, yes, it is what it is. It was a small detour, but in the end the detour was not really a big ass detour, right? That's a perfect detour then. If you talk about detour, that's good. Am I still going right? No, the other way. That is the way, right? Yeah, and then when we arrived, you're nearly there.
Whoa, whoa.
Just want to say, is there anybody living here? But yes. And don't you worry, I'm not gonna gather everything. Don't you worry. So, brush and dice, right? Wait a tick. Maybe, I don't know if these are just the... That might just be the freaking comedians, singers, but I just want to be...
Watch out, someone's here. Hey there, stranger, come and join us, if you mean no harm.
Welcome, sir. What can I do for you?
What are you doing here?
Right here? Oh, me and Clovis have a sort of temporary home here. I'm Ura. Ura Hawkeye. And you are?
Henry of Scallis.
Hey, Henry. Have you ever tried popinjay shooting? If you've got your own bow and a few groschen, we can start any time.
Is it just me? Or do you not seem too fond of that nickname?
Not really. Four Leaf came up with his and insisted I needed one too.
Four Leaf?
We stick together. He plays dice like the devil, so he calls himself Four Leaf Clovis. Well, so I'm Hawkeye. Not the greatest, right? But I never thought up nothing better, so I'm stuck with it.
How about Ura Falcon? It's shorter and fitting.
Oh, every half-blind fool calls himself Falcon. I'd rather stick with Hawkeye.
What's your friend like?
Clovis? We've known each other for ages. We wander the land, I shoot, he plays dice, and that's how we make a living.
Shall we measure our archery skills?
With pleasure. Got something to wager?
I'll check if I have enough coin. All right, here you go. Let's do this.
Take
And-
up your positions.
Not gonna be working out.
Let them fly.
Watch and learn. Oh shit, I'm not hitting a thing. Watch and learn. Watch and learn. Down you go. I can't even piss straight today. Down you go.
Okay, we can't win, but... Is this not hittable?
How do you and Yura know each other?
I play dice, he shoots arrows, so we stick together. Every village has someone who tries their luck against us, but most of them leave a few groschen poorer. So, unless you're planning on losing some coin too, don't hang around here too long.
Do you remember the painter, Voita? I'm here for his things.
What? I don't know no Voiter, let alone no painter.
Really? I found him tied to a tree under Trotsky. He said you took his brushes and some dice?
That's a nice story, but I'm telling you, I ain't got no idea what you're talking about.
If I were you, I'd remember quickly. Right now, Voiter is willing to let it slide. But if I come back empty-handed, he might want to handle it the hard way.
All right, all right. Clearly that blow to the head wasn't enough of a warning for him. But if I was you, I'd give that loudmouth a few more knocks. It won't hurt him now.
What really happened between you and him?
Well, Yura mistook him for a deer. Shame he missed.
And then?
He was a bit shaken, so we invited him over here. Only that crackpot started spouting all kinds of weird nonsense. And then there's that skull of his. Tell me, who in their right mind carries a human skull around? Well, you know how it ended. He got a beating and ended up by the tree, where you found him.
Didn't occur to you he could have died tied to that tree? You'd have a murder on your hands.
Oh, don't exaggerate. We dragged him all that way on purpose so he'd be clearly visible from the castle. He was perfectly fine when you found him, wasn't he?
I suppose. But apart from me, he was also found by a couple of wolves. If I hadn't been there, he'd be painting all the saints in heaven now.
See? That rascal's got some luck. Must be the devil helping him, mark my words.
Wait, what weird things was he saying? Voiter described the whole thing to me completely differently.
Well, he was lying to you. Now you see what kind of a fucker he is.
Or maybe you're the one lying to me.
Then I wouldn't have admitted we hit him over the head with a stick, would I? I'm telling you, there's something off about that fella. He was telling Yura that someone's going to murder him or something. And get this, he claimed his skull told him so. If I was you, I'd watch out for him.
Where are the painter's things?
We divvied them up. I was in need of some new dice. Yura wanted the skull, but I talked him into taking the brushes instead. And a good thing too. I never want to see that grinning monstrosity again.
Can I take those dice?
Hang on. Just like that? Do you even know what I had to do to get them?
Whack someone over the head with a stick?
Exactly. So, what will you give me for them?
How about we play for them? Dice acquired by unfair means only bring bad luck anyway. But you probably know that best of all.
All right, fine. At least I know you won't cheat. We each play with our own dice, and the winner takes the unlucky ones.
I'll check how much I have on me. Here are my groschen. Let's do this. What's that you got?
All right.
I'm seriously curious about you, lad.
Good doggy. Good boy.
Please. There's a 1. Okay, that's good. And then score and pass. 700 is good for first round. I mean, it's can always be better, right? That ain't that bad too.
These ones here. That's as far as I go. It's yours.
That ain't nothing, right?
still all right. It'd be worse if you already had 3 ones. Here.
Lucky
That'll do
bastard.
me. Roll.
Is that the one who got lucky there too, right? Okay, anyways. 1, 1. Okay, now we are gonna pass. That was not the best. It was not. It could have been. A bust would have been worse, right? But it was not the. I thought that was a. Well, maybe not. I for a second thought that was a hell good of a throw, but okay, that one is bad.
These ones here.
So I'm gonna hope that our next throw is gonna be amazing, but I don't know.
Here.
Oh, come on now, a bust, man.
Damn it! They're yours, lad.
Okay, I'm not gonna complain about that. Throw apart that. One more dice would have been good. One more die, I'm sorry. So I could have continued, and anyways, it is what it is. I don't want to complain about 500, right?
These ones here. Here. My God! Oh, come on!
Didn't want to risk it. 1,000 is good, and we have 1,500. We are ahead, so that's actually gonna just 450 is in one throw possible. On the other hand, I guess for the quest, I mean, we could have bought them dice, right? Or we could kill them. But maybe difficulty is lower in order to make us win.
Here.
Yeah, that throw was good.
These ones here.
See how quick it can go, right? But that should lead to victory.
You must have a lucky... By thunder! If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I'd say there's some devilry at play.
No devilry here. Just a sign that you should hand over those dice to me. Maybe then your luck will come back.
Here you go. May the painter choke on them.
I should get going.
I'm here for those brushes you stole.
What brushes?
Don't bother denying it. Clovis has already spilled everything.
Oh, and he was the one telling me to keep my mouth shut. Said we'd be rid of that madman.
Why did you beat up Voiter like that?
Well, it was mostly Clovis, although I nearly hit him with an arrow first.
I heard that part already. What happened next?
Well, we brought him here, but then he started saying all this strange shit. He had a skull with him, like a real human skull. He wouldn't let go of it. And I honestly couldn't tell if he was talking to us or to it. So I asked him what he was up to. And he says this skull sees things he can't see and tells him stuff.
Did it also tell him that you cheat at dice?
What? We don't cheat. Never.
Voiter said otherwise. He saw you flipping the dice, you argued, and then he ended up robbed and tied to a tree.
Oh, he had it coming too. But it wasn't about the dice. He got it in the gob because of what he was saying. Like, it said I looked like some captain from Colleen who sired a lot of bastards. So I might be his son. And it's true I'm from Colleen, and I never knew my pa. Only the captain's brother, he said, is hunting down those bastards and killing them so they can't claim any inheritance rights.
And you believed him?
It was really convincing, I'm telling you. When that fella talked about all them murders, I felt like the Grim Reaper was breathing down my neck. He would have told me more. But then Clovis hit him with that stick, because he saw how shaken I was. And you know the rest.
Well, that's quite the tale, but you could have kept it to yourself. Voiter told me what really happened. You played dice with him, and when he caught you cheating, you beat him up and robbed him.
Horse shit, I'm telling you, it's all that bloke's fault. Not a bloke, more like some kind of warlock.
Did it not occur to you that something could happen to that man if you left him tied up somewhere?
I told Clovis that, but he said someone would definitely find him and set him free eventually. That's how it was, innit? You found him, and he's all right?
He's fine, but it was a close call. He nearly got devoured by wolves. Luckily, I happened to be passing by.
Phew. He was weird, sure, but he didn't deserve that.
Clovis said you have the painter's brushes. Will you give them back?
Look, I'd love to, but, how can I put it? This whole thing stinks. How do I even know you really know the painter? Maybe you're just here to rob us of what we honestly
stole?
Doesn't matter anymore. The brushes are mine, and that's that.
Look, you've already run into Voiter once, and you're still clearly shitting yourself from it. And now imagine what he'll do when I tell him you won't return his stuff.
If he cries into his pillow over them brushes at night, I'm sorry. But I'm just not handing them over to you that easily.
What use would paintbrushes even be to the likes of you? You just like to show off with that bow, don't you? And then secretly scribble lewd pictures?
Fine. Let's settle it with a shooting match. I'll wager the brushes, you put up a nice pile of groschen, and the winner takes all.
I'm not betting that much.
I'm not forcing you. If you change your mind, you know where to find me. See you later, my
Oh,
friend.
why does it need to be a shooting content?
I challenge you to a shooting match. You wager the...
I accept.
I'll check if I have enough... Here.
Archers, get set. Let them fly.
I can't even piss straight today. Yes! Straight into... fuck knows where. Watch and learn. And we're home free!
Okay,
Too bad my old woman ain't seeing this.
the last one was more lucky.
Shit, them arrows are flying all over the place. I won again!
I challenge you to...
I accept.
I'll check... Here.
Attention! And we're off!
Down you go! Yes! Straight into... fuck knows where.
Thinks he can just up and go in the middle of the contest? You can't be serious! Stop, stop!
Oh boy. You've got to be kidding me, man.
I challenge you to... I'll check if I... Here.
Take up your positions. And go!
Watch and learn. Shit, them arrows are flying all over the place. Oh shit, I'm not hitting a thing. I can't even piss straight today. Down you go. Shit, them arrows are flying all over the place.
Are you kidding me? Oh boy. Okay, we already lost again. Nice. Good.
I won again.
I challenge you to a shoot. I'll check here.
See you later, my
Archers,
friend.
get set! And loose!
Watch and learn. Oh shit, I'm not hitting a thing.
Oh man. Oh boy, this is gonna be expensive, man.
I can't even piss straight today.
Okay, we have one more try on record and then I am gonna retreat into the
shit.
off.
I hope I didn't hit anybody.
Oh, excuse me.
Down you go. I won again.
I challenge you. I'll check if I have enough coin. Here.
Well.
Attention! And go!
Oh shit, I'm not hitting a thing. Down you go.
Thinks he
Excuse
can just
me.
up and go in the middle of the contest? You can't be serious! Stop, stop!
Oh, you pooch.
Are you?
I challenge you to a shoot. I'll check here.
Take up your positions. Now!
Watch and learn. And we're home free. Yes! Straight into... fuck knows where. Watch and learn. And we're home free. Down you go. I won again.
Okay, I see the line here. Okay, that's good. Now I finally see the line. Sorry.
Here.
Careful now.
Archers, get set! Let 'em fly!
Watch and learn.
I'm sorry.
Oh, how expensive can this freaking quest be?
I'll check if I... Here.
Well,
Attention! Now!
Oh shit, I'm not hitting a thing. Oh shit, I hope I didn't hit anybody. Too bad my old woman ain't seeing this. Oh shit, I hope I didn't hit anybody. Watch and learn.
That is insane, man.
I won again!
So, I promise this is now gonna be the last try, and then we are gonna be at an end
Here.
of this expensive
Archers,
quest.
get set! And we're off!
Yes! Straight into... fuck knows where. And we're home free! And we're home free! Watch and learn. Down you go! Yes! Straight into... fuck knows where.
Okay, guys.
I won again! Careful.
Arcs. Oh, here.
Well, my friend.
Archers, get set! Now!
Too bad my old woman ain't seeing this. Watch and learn. Shit, them arrows are flying all over the place. Shit, them arrows are flying all over the place. Watch and learn. Well, I'll be. You beat me. But I admit it was a fine win. Here you go. The brushes are yours.
Okay, I did a couple of tries in the off. I know that would have been another option, which would have been stealing them or punching them. I wanted to do it that way. I did it that way. That's fine. Okay, let's then return to the painter, and then we see how it is then gonna go on in the future. I'm gonna avoid. I'm glad. I really thought about. I was first of all pissed. I already ended the last, not the last episode, but I already ended the episode from me, and then in the session I just tried it again because I would have needed to do it anyhow, right? Or stolen from them, stealing. Or I could have stolen it from them, but yeah, that's now how it is, and that is good. Why didn't I? How? Why are you already here, boy? When I started fastering, he wasn't there.
Excuse me.
That's not bad at all.
Careful!
And I have to admit the armor is a bit annoying, how it sounds.
I've got the stuff they stole from you.
You must have been sent by God himself. Thank you.
It's nothing. But tell me this. What kind of trick were you playing on me? I asked those two what happened, and they said it was you who started the argument.
Me?
They said you suddenly started acting really strange. What actually happened?
Nothing. If I did anything odd, it was only after they hit me on the head.
Are you sure? Those two seem pretty shaken up.
And I nearly got eaten by wolves and have a lump on my head. Can we agree it's my word against theirs?
You didn't provoke them? I talked to both of them for quite a while, and they both said the same thing. If they were lying, I'd know.
Fine. I didn't tell you the whole truth. Even before I almost became a practice target, I wasn't in the best frame of mind. Maybe I started telling them something their empty heads couldn't understand, and they took it out on me. But can we finally stop going into this over and over? Tell me, how did things end with those two? Did you settle things peacefully?
Yes. Both of them are alive and well.
I'm glad to hear that. Thanks again for your help. And don't think I'm going to express my gratitude only in words. I promised you a reward, and you'll get it. Here, take these dice of mine. They've brought me nothing but trouble. And to be honest, I wanted them back just so I could give them to you. And not just them. You know what? I'll paint something on your shield. Judging by the look of you, that could be a very useful reward.
What do you mean?
You may have the face of a village lad, but you're a warrior. Even my painted skull can see that. And it's got no eyes.
It feels like you know me a little too well.
It's just your imagination. I only know what others have told me about you.
Like who?
Does it matter? Instead, tell me what you think of my idea for the shield. It's a good reward, right?
That's a really nice reward. Thank you.
If you want, we can get started right away. What do you say?
My word. This is a nice workshop. I've never seen one quite like it.
It's very modest. But if you're interested in the craft, feel free to look around. Just be careful not to get paint on yourself, or tread on a cat's tail.
Why not? I'd be happy to look around. Why are you painting here in Trotsky, of all places?
Because I can. An artist goes where the work is. They don't get to choose. One day you're decorating a cathedral, the next you're illustrating letters.
I thought monks in monasteries did that kind of work.
And you'd be right. Well, mostly. A monk will illustrate a book for you. But nobles and clerks are more interested in letters and contracts. Every year they have stacks of them written, and they all have to be nicely decorated.
How much do they pay you here?
Not enough, friend. Definitely not enough to make up for all the trouble this job gives me.
It's intricate work, isn't it? I saw a workshop in a monastery once where monks copied and illustrated books, and they didn't look too happy doing it.
And they don't even create anything themselves. They just follow patterns. But someone like me has to think 3 times about where the first stroke of the brush will go before even starting. In short, you need a subject, and it's out there somewhere.
I don't know. Your little walks don't usually end well. Can't you just paint here? Nice and quiet.
Of course, I could sit on my arse and paint only what the lords tell me to, but I work differently than other painters. I've got much higher ambitions.
I'm curious what you'll paint on that shield. What can I choose from?
Whatever you like that my paints and skills suffice for. First, tell me if you want an open ground, or if you'd like the shield halved, or quartered, or maybe have chevrons. Then we'll decide together on the colours of the individual parts. And to finish it, I can even paint some figure there, like Lord von Berghoff has his winged fish. Watch out, though. It won't make a noble like him out of you. And if it turns out you don't like it, we can always start again.
Do you still need help with something?
Do you feel like you haven't done enough yet?
I simply like being useful. That's all.
Really? There aren't many people like that. Tell me, Henry, do you believe in signs?
I would say so. I believe in them.
So do I. And I think that the fact you found me and saved me was no coincidence. We were meant to meet.
Why do you think so?
Call it vanity if you want, but I've spent my whole life yearning to create something truly great and meaningful. Something that would remain after I'm gone, so that even 100 years from now, people would know that someone named Voiter lived here.
I don't know. I don't know many painters by name.
No? What about Master Theodoric of Prague? Or Giotto of Florence? And surely you've heard of the works of the Parlour Workshop.
Well, all of those are more like exceptions, aren't they?
And that's exactly what I want to change. Believe me, one truly exceptional painting would be enough to make me one of the greats. And here in the Trotsky region, they say there's a place that could serve as my inspiration. Unfortunately, no one really remembers where it is, but you have already proven yourself to be quite skilled at finding lost things. Maybe that's why fate brought us together, to help me with my life's work.
It really doesn't just sound like a coincidence. What kind of place are you looking for?
Well, I hope you won't think I'm a heretic, but I'm curious what people believed in before they'd heard the word of the Lord. What did they think would happen after death? And where did they worship their idols? And they say that such a place can still be found in this region, a shrine where the pagan god Velez was worshipped in ancient times. Have you heard of him?
Sounds familiar. I think I saw that name in a book once. Something to do with cattle, or something like that.
Excellent, Henry. Velez is said to be the ruler of the underworld and protector of cattle. He looks like an ordinary man, but he's got horns on his head, so people sometimes mistake him for the devil. So, what do you say? Will you help me find his shrine?
Why are you interested in things like this? You're not... you know...
A pagan? A madman? Or perhaps the devil himself? Who knows?
Very droll. How do you even know that such a place exists here?
It told me. That is, I heard about it from the locals. Around Trotsky there are still plenty of pagan sites. Maybe you've noticed them too, have you? Not that I'd think anyone still prays at them, but they're here.
All right, I'll help you. What do you need me to do?
Go to Vidlak Pond, north of Takov, and talk to the old woman who lives there. You'll find the place easily. They tan hides there, so you'll smell it from miles away. The woman's name is Kvietoslava. She should know something about the shrine.
Are you sure the old woman knows anything about the shrine or Velez?
Absolutely. I've walked around Vidlak myself. There's a place on the hill above the pond that's called the Witch's Grove. I thought I'd find the shrine there, but unfortunately not. No horned head. So I asked the fishermen and tanners down below and found this Kvitoslava. But getting anything out of her is no easy task.
Didn't she want to talk to you?
Well, she wanted to, sure. But her memory isn't what it used to be. First, she mistook me for her husband. Then her grandmother. Then she tried to feed me garlic soup. And finally, sent me off into some swamp.
Where did you say I could find this Kvitoslava?
West of Takov, by Vidlak Pond, among the tanners. You'll know it by the stench. It nearly turned my stomach inside out.
Yeah, and let's actually do the shield thingy, right? Wait, this is... okay.
Where did you say I could...
West...
Wait. Let's have a little look.
Can you paint a shield for me?
By all means. What shield is it to be? I'll set up my paints. Meanwhile, set your shield over there on the table. We'll get right to it.
Okay, bring the painter in and he'll gladly repaint it free of charge. You can find a workshop and creating a shield. Yes. Wait a tick. I do oh. Ah.
It turned out well, didn't it?
Yeah, okay, cool. That looks cool. Okay, guys, that is then actually, this episode was kind of long, but I wanted to bring that into the end of the episode. And we then have a goal for the next episode, which is, as usual, gonna be coming out tomorrow. And you know it, I can actually, we have a look, oh, wait. And you know that I, as usual, really thank you for watching. If you guys actually do have enjoyed today's episode, then please give me a little tinsy thumbs up and subscribe. And hopefully I see you
Here you
in
go. Take it.
the next episode. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful day. Stay frosty.